And I call the member for Clark.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Deputy Speaker, on Saturday I attended the Hobartians Facing Homelessness rally, where again I was outraged to hear stories from people about the great difficulties they face sleeping rough or finding and keeping a safe and affordable roof over their heads. And this dire situation is getting worse, Deputy Speaker, as evidenced by Tasmania's social housing wait list doubling over the last 8 years, with 4,453 applicants now queued up and priority applicants waiting an average 67 weeks to be accommodated. But of course, averages don't tell the whole story, and I can think of the particular family who've been on the priority waiting list for almost 7 years, despite living currently in a private rental plagued with black mould, holes in the ceiling and cracked windows. To make matters worse, private rentals are no longer an option for many, as they are so scarce and unaffordable, with Hobart's vacancy rate sitting currently at 0.6%. And for many of the lucky home hunters who are successful and do secure a property, the rent is so high that they face the very real decision of whether to forego medical appointments, heating, fuel or even food to afford the rent. Indeed, the Rental Affordability Index continues to rate Greater Hobart as the country's least affordable metropolitan area, with the median rent having increased by 50% since 2016. And with interest rates rising, we can expect rents to increase further as rises are handballed onto tenants. Deputy Speaker, the situation really is grim, and we need a hell of a lot more than band-aid solutions if we are to turn things around. For instance, at the local government level, we need to free up land, facilitate sensible developments and applications more efficiently, and rein in the conversion of long-term rentals to short-stay holiday accommodation. At the state level, we need more crisis accommodation, more social housing, more supported accommodation for people with special needs, and rent-to-buy public housing. And of course, at the federal level, we need an extension of the National Rental Affordability Scheme, an increase in Commonwealth rent assistance, and deep investment property tax reform. On a positive note, though, good on Hobart City Council, which just last night decided to investigate higher rates for homes used as short-stay accommodation. This is a smart move, especially seeing as Hobart now has proportionally 7 times more Airbnbs than Sydney, which is patently unsustainable and unacceptable when locals are being forced into the cold. Deputy Speaker, the housing crisis is the result of years of flawed policy making at all levels of government. But it can be remedied and sure needs to be, because access to safe, secure and affordable housing is a fundamental human right.
Member for his wonderful contribution, and I give the call to the manager.